If there's been something about which I have been most guilty throughout my teenage, that would be discovering the process of massaging my mushroom tip for few seconds of pleasure. Today, I do not hold myself responsible for the guilt at that age, as I now realize that there is so much misinformation out there in the public domain due to the myths been going around this topic since ages, as various sports coaches used it to avoid the deterioration of their players' performance because of losing focus on game due to not being able to make a balance between pleasure and profession, or the spiritual leaders having their own reasons to try to make people avoid doing it. And of course, then we do have people who genuinely know little about the topic and rant on social media with full confidence, making the people wanting to get true knowledge and guidance being misguided and ill-informed.
Yeah, yeah.
For years, people have asked me about what constitutes normal when it comes to masturbation. How much is too much? How long should it last? Who masturbates more, men or women? There is a wealth of data available on how and why we satisfy ourselves. We will discuss each and every aspect related to this most misunderstood topic. Just stick with me till the end. All your doubts and queries will get resolved. Masturbation is still a challenging topic for many to talk about. Even in the closest of romantic relationships, there may be struggles in regards to this subject matter. The frequent problem people have about this is knowing that their partner still masturbates despite regular sexual relationships together.
What?
However, it is not unusual for people to masturbate in addition to regular sex with their partners. Unfortunately, numerous myths still exist in our culture with respect to masturbation. What you need to know is that masturbation is okay as long as it does not interfere with your sexual intimacy with your partner. Masturbation in and of itself does not contribute to any physical, mental, or medical problems. Masturbation carries no risk of sexually transmitted diseases or pregnancy, and research suggests that it may actually have both sexual and emotional benefits. What do the stats say? Over 60% of men watch porn. In 2014, a study looked at a representative sample of 20,000 men and women in Australia aged 16 to 69. It found that 63% of men had looked at porn at least once in their lives compared to 20% of women. Although the researchers didn't ask what the individuals were doing at that time, it's probably fair to assume that at least some were touching themselves rather than just knitting. Research also suggests that women are more likely to use sex toys. When asked whether they used objects when masturbating, that is sex toys, 43% of the women in the study said sometimes, compared to 13% of men. The most weird myths about masturbation are put to rest now. That is, it does not cause hairy palms. It does not make your eyesight go bad or cause you to go blind. It does not cause acne. It will not cause your penis to shrink. It will not make you go insane. It will not cause cancer. It will not make you infertile. It will not turn you into a pervert. Masturbation is not self-abuse. Masturbation is not a stepping stone to the homosexual lifestyle. Masturbation is not unnatural. It will not hinder your social and emotional development. Masturbation is not infidelity. I'm sure you would be laughing at these myths, but trust me, they do exist. Other common words or phrases for masturbation that may be used would be like playing with oneself, jerking off, self-stimulating, pleasuring oneself, etc. Most people are embarrassed about masturbation due to all the negative and mixed messages received about doing this behavior. Everyone masturbates in different amounts. There is no right or wrong number. Masturbation is a problem if it interferes with your day-to-day life or if it is used as a substitute for real intimacy with another person. Masturbation can help you learn what you like and don't like sexually and know your needs to be stimulated, especially for a woman. Masturbation is sometimes used to relieve tension. People often use pornography to masturbate. Again, this is not a problem if it interferes with day-to-day life and your sexual relationship with your partner. It is up to you whether or not you tell your spouse or partner that you masturbate. You may have a problem with masturbating too much if you can't achieve orgasm with your partner through intercourse. Keep in mind that masturbation is normal and healthy despite the negative messages you may have received from your family of origin. People who have sexual hang-ups have likely heard of many negative messages from their family or a religious institution about masturbation. These messages are difficult to change, but it is not impossible. It is also worth the effort to change the negative messages so that you can enjoy a fulfilling life with your partner. Furthermore, as long as you can maintain a healthy and satisfying emotional, physical, romantic relationship, you do not have to be concerned about masturbating anymore. Is it normal for women to masturbate? Absolutely. The female orgasm is all about pleasure. It has nothing to do with reproduction. It's time you own that idea, and masturbation can help. Take a stand now for owning your bodies. Find the pleasure in them. Masturbating, having an orgasm, can relieve period pain and stress. It's also a great way to explore your body and know what feels good, which will make it easier to communicate to a partner when the time comes. It is also a sexual practice that cannot cause pregnancy. Tell your friends, tell them to pass it on, and tell your daughter one day, women should and do masturbate. What if I told you there are actually tremendous benefits to masturbation? And no, we are not making them up just to give ourselves excuse to get going with it. These are research-backed and proven benefits. The first on the list has to be absolutely no chance of sexually transmitted infections. It gives you the chance to enjoy truly safe sex. Masturbation is a great way to experience pleasure with or without a partner and eliminate the risk of pregnancy or disease. You can't give yourself an STI and you can't get pregnant. This in turn can greatly reduce stress, both due to the ability to enjoy the pleasure of sex without strings attached and the hormones that are released during orgasm. You will feel more relaxed after sex. You will increase both oxytocin and endorphins, improving your mood and reducing stress. Second on the list, it reduces the risk of prostate cancer. Men who masturbate have a reduced risk of prostate cancer, presumably through flushing out toxins through ejaculation. According to a Harvard health professional study, men who ejaculated 21 times or more in a month experienced a 33% lower risk of prostate cancer compared to men who ejaculated 4 to 7 times a month.
Woo!
Next on the list has to be sleep. Yes, it helps you sleep better at night. If you sometimes have trouble sleeping, masturbating could help knock you out. After orgasm, we are normally more relaxed, releasing the endorphins and oxytocin, the feel-good hormones that can help us get sleep easily and sleep more deeply. Research and anecdotal reports suggest that sexual stimulation, including stimulation through masturbation, may help you with relieving built-up stress, boosting your mood, relaxing you, of course feeling pleasurable, releasing sexual tension, and better understanding your wants and needs. It would only be fair if we also discuss about masturbation's side effects, because they do exist. Masturbation is harmless. Some people may experience tender skin if they are too rough, but this will usually heal in a few days. If men frequently masturbate within a short space of time, they may experience a slight swelling of the penis called an edema. This swelling usually disappears within a couple of days. Other potential side effects include guilt. Some people who worry that it conflicts with their religious, spiritual, or cultural beliefs may experience feelings of guilt. However, it is not immoral or wrong, and self-pleasure is not shameful. Discussing feelings of guilt with a friend, healthcare professional, or therapist that specializes in sexual health might help a person to move past the feelings of guilt or shame that they connect with masturbation. Another side effect is decreased sexual sensitivity. Aggressive or excessive masturbation techniques may lead to reduced sexual sensitivity. If men have an aggressive masturbation method that involves too tight a grip on the penis, they can experience decreased sensation. Last, but definitely the most concerning, disrupting daily life. In rare cases, some individuals may masturbate more than they desire, which may cause them to miss work, school, or important social events, interrupt a person's daily functioning, affect their responsibilities and relationships, serve as an escape from relationship issues, or substitute for real life experiences. Someone who thinks they might be adversely impacted by their masturbation practice should speak with a healthcare professional. A doctor or counselor may suggest talk therapy to determine ways that they could manage their sexual behavior. Consulting a sex therapist may also help with coping strategies for excessive masturbation. I often get asked, can you enjoy yourself when masturbating? Does masturbation affect sperm count? You're unlikely to do yourself any harm, although there is a risk of soreness, cuts, or bruising if you masturbate too roughly or too hard, or use an object that could hurt you or cause damage. Men sometimes worry about whether they could break the penis. This is rare and only happens when an erect penis is violently twisted, usually by somebody else. And no, masturbating will not affect a man's ability to produce sperms. Men will not run out of sperm as they produce it continuously. After man has ejaculated, it will take some time before he can ejaculate again. This is normal and doesn't mean there's anything wrong with this sperm. What if I told you masturbation during pregnancy is a topic least discussed about? Hormone changes during pregnancy can cause pregnant women to feel heightened sexual desire. Masturbation is a safe way to release sexual tension during pregnancy. Self-pleasure may also help ease pregnancy symptoms, such as the lower back pain. You may feel mild, irregular cramping or Braxton Hicks contractions during and after orgasm. They should fade away. If the contractions don't disappear and become more painful and frequent, contact your doctor right away. Masturbation may not be safe for women with high-risk pregnancies. This is because orgasm can increase your chances of labor. Some people may feel embarrassed, guilty, or ashamed when talking about masturbation. But masturbation is normal, healthy, and not something to feel guilty about. Masturbation will not lead to blindness or cause physical and mental health problems. In many cases, masturbation has more health benefits than adverse effects. Masturbation is usually only a problem if it begins to interfere with daily life and relationships with friends, family, co-workers, and romantic partners. In those circumstances, it may be helpful to speak to a healthcare professional, especially a sex therapist. I hope that answers all your queries, gives you a truthful insight on this natural self-pleasurable phenomenon. Comment down below if there's something you still have in mind or some experience related to the topic that you'd like to share with all of us. Well, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you found this video helpful, do give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing as we would be coming up with more great content. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.